A quick question. Remember when a bag of chips was full? When a chocolate bar was thicker? When a roll of toilet paper had 200 sheets instead of 150? You're not going crazy. It all became smaller. And you keep paying the same, or even more. This is called shrinkflation. A quiet theft happening right on store shelves. And companies hope you won't notice. A bag of Doritos used to weigh 255 grams. Now, 235 grams. The price? The same, or higher. Gatorade used to be 32 ounces. Now, 28 ounces. The bottle looks the same. Today, we'll break down how companies use sneaky packaging tricks to steal your money, why they do it, and how to protect yourself. Shrinkflation is when a product becomes smaller but the price stays the same, or even rises. The name is simple: shrink to shrink. Plus inflation. Instead of raising the price and angering customers, companies make the product smaller and hope you won't notice. Why does it work? Because our brain remembers prices but doesn't remember exact sizes. You go to the store, you see a pack of Oreo cookies for $4.99. Your brain thinks, yes, the usual price. You take it. But you don't remember that a year ago the pack had 45 cookies, and now it has 39. The packaging looks almost the same. Is this a new phenomenon? No, shrinkflation has always existed. But in the last 3 continued 4 years, it has become an epidemic. Why now? 3 reasons. Inflation. After the pandemic, inflation soared. The cost of ingredients, packaging, delivery, all increased. Greed companies saw a chance. Everyone is talking about inflation. People expect prices to rise. Let's raise prices and reduce the size. Double profit. Psychology. People hate when prices rise. They will notice, get angry, maybe stop buying. But if the product becomes 10% smaller, most won't notice, or will think they imagined it. The scale of the problem. A study by Edgar Dworsky, Consumer World, checked 100 popular products in 2023. 78 products have become smaller over the last 3 years. Average reduction, 12%. Meanwhile, prices increased by an average of 8%. It turns out the product is 12% smaller, the price is 8% higher. Or you pay 22% more per unit of product. Did you notice a 22% price increase? Most people didn't. Examples everyone has seen. Let's look at specific products. Chips. Doritos was 255 gram, became 235 gram, minus 8%. Tostitos was 13 Oz, became 11 Oz, minus 15%. Pringles was 5.5 Oz, became 5.2 Oz, minus 5%. Chocolate, Cadbury, was 200 gram, became 180 gram, minus 10%. Toblerone, removed some triangles, weight dropped by 10%. Reese's was 2 big cups, became 2 small ones. Toilet paper, Charmin, was 264 sheets per roll, became 244. Cottonelle, sheets became a half an inch narrower. Many brands, rolls thinner, but the packaging is the same size. Drinks, Gatorade was 32 ounces, became 28 ounces. Tropicana was 64 ounces, became 59 ounces. Arizona iced tea, one of the few keeping 99 cents in size. Respect, food. Bounty, paper towels, was 60 sheets, became 52. Kleenex was 65 tissues, became 60. Chobani yogurt was 6 ounces, became 5.3 ounces. It's everywhere. Laundry detergent, coffee, ice cream, cereal, candy, literally everything. Companies spend millions on research on how to trick your brain. Let's look at their tricks. Trick number 1, same packaging, less product. The simplest way, keep the packaging the same size, but put less product inside. Example, chips. Have you ever opened a bag of chips and thought, why is there so much air? Companies say, it's protection. Air protects the chips from being crushed. Truth? 20 years ago, the same bag had 30% more chips. The air is the same. The chips are less. Example, cereal boxes. The box looks just as tall, but it became narrower, or a plastic tray inside appeared, taking up space. You look at the shelf, you see the familiar box. You take it. You don't notice that inside there are 50 grams less. Trick number 2, changing the shape. Instead of making the product obviously smaller, they change the shape. Example, Toblerone. Remember the Swiss chocolate with triangles? In 2016, they removed some triangles, made the gaps bigger. From far away, it looks the same. You take it in your hands, it feels lighter. You read the weight, 10% less. Example, ice cream containers became taller and narrower. Visually, it seems the same size, but the volume is less. Before, 64 ounces, half a gallon. Now, 48 ounces or even 42, but the container height is almost the same. Trick number 3, new improved packaging. When a company changes the size, they announce it as an improvement. New convenient size. Now easier to hold. New ergonomic shape. Translation: we made it smaller, but let's pretend it's a feature. Example: detergents. And now a concentrated formula. You need less. Sounds eco-friendly, right? Less plastic, less water for shipping. Reality: the bottle is 2 times smaller, the price is 10% lower, you pay more per unit of product, plus you buy more often. Trick number 4, package with a deceptive bottom. You look at the product from above, looks full. You turn it over, the bottom has a huge indentation inside. Example: peanut butter, coffee, protein powders. The jar looks like 16 ounces. You turn it, the bottom is raised 2 inches inside. Actual volume, 12 ounces. Legal? Yes, the weight is written in small print. Honest? No. Trick. Number 5, reduction. In several stages. Companies are smart. They don't shrink by 20% at once. It's too noticeable. They do it gradually. 2020, 200 grams. 2021, 190 grams, minus 5%. 2022, 180 grams, minus another 5%. 2023, 170 grams, minus another 5%. Total in 3 years, minus 15%. But each step is small and most people don't notice. Trick number 6, family pack. Family size, party size have appeared. Why? Because the standard size became so small that they can sell the old normal size as large for a premium price. Before, regular bag, 255 grams for $3.99. Now, regular, 235 grams for $4.29. Family, 255 grams for $6.49. You pay more for what used to be standard. Trick number 7, fewer pieces in the package. They don't change the product size, they change the quantity. Examples: Oreo was 45 cookies, became 39. Dove chocolates was 12 in a pack, became 10. Chobani yogurt was 6 in a pack, became 5. You look at the shelf, you see the familiar box. You don't count how many are inside. The price seems the same. You buy it. At home, you open it. Strange, it finished so quickly. The most cynical thing, companies know they are deceiving you. They spend millions on focus groups to understand how much can they shrink the product so people won't notice. There are entire departments that calculate what shrinkage is acceptable, how to change the packaging to hide it, when is the best time to make the change. Usually during holidays or summer when people pay less attention. This is not an accident. This is precise calculation. The official version of companies. Here's what corporate representatives say. We had to do this because of rising costs. The cost of ingredients has gone up. Transportation became more expensive. We can't raise prices because we'll lose customers. So we optimize the product size. Sounds reasonable, right? Now let's look at reality. Profits are record high. 2022, 2023. The worst inflation in 40 years. Headlines scream. And what about company profits? PepsiCo owns Lay's, Doritos, Gatorade. Revenue, 2022, $86 billion. Net profit, $8.9 billion. That's 11% more than in 2021. Coca-Cola, revenue, 2022, $43 billion. Net profit, $9.5 billion. Profit growth, 14%. General Mills owns cereals, yogurts. Operating profit increased by 8%. Procter & Gamble owns almost everything in your bathroom. Revenue, $80+ billion. Net profit, $14.7 billion. If costs rose so much, why are profits record high? Greedflation, inflation of greed. Economists started using a new term, greedflation. The idea is simple. Yes, costs went up, but companies raised prices more than necessary and reduced sizes more than necessary. Why? Because they could. During inflation, people expect prices to rise. Companies use this as cover to raise prices even higher. A 2023 study, Economic Policy Institute, showed 60% of food inflation came from rising corporate profit margins. Meaning, most of the price increase is not because of costs, but because companies simply wanted more profit. Comparison. Who pays? Let's look at who won from inflation and who lost. Lost? Ordinary people. Wages grew 5-8%, while food prices grew 15-20%. Small businesses. Costs rose, but they can't raise prices as aggressively. 1. Big corporations. Profits are record high. CEOs, bonuses increased 20-30%. Shareholders, dividends increased. Example, eggs. Remember when egg prices surged in 2022, 2023, from $150 per dozen to $4 at $5? Official reason, Bird flu killed millions of hens. Truth? Yes, bird flu happened. But supply fell by 7 to 8%. Prices rose by 200%. Calamine Foods, largest egg producer, profit Q4 2022, $198 million. For comparison, Q4 2021, $2 million. Profit increased 100 times. 100 times. This is not inflation. This is greed. Why do they get away with it? Because we have no choice. Dozens of product categories are controlled by 2 to 3 companies. Chips, PepsiCo owns Lay's, Doritos, Tostitos, Cheetos, Ruffles Beverages, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo control. 80% of the market. Cereals, Kellogg's, General Mills, Post, that's 85% of the market chocolate. Mars, Hershey's, Ferrero, almost the entire market. When there is almost no competition, companies can do whatever they want. You're angry that Doritos got smaller? Where will you go? To Lay's? Same company. What does the government say? President Biden in 2024 even mentioned shrinkflation in his address, called it a ripoff. But what really changed? Nothing. There are no laws against shrinkflation. Companies can make products any size they want, as long as they indicate the weight on the package. And the small print on the back, that's their alibi. Okay, we understand the problem. What to do? Here are concrete strategies. Tip number 1, look at the unit price. This is the most important. On the price tag in the store, there are 2 numbers. The product price, $4.99. Unit price, price per ounce, this gram, $0.18 DAS. Always look at the unit price. This is the only way to compare the real cost. Example, small bag of chips, $2.99 for 150 gram, $1.99 per 100 gram. Large bag, $5.99 for 350 grams. Trigger $1.71 per 100 grams. The large one is 14% better. Tip number 2, buy store brands. In many cases, Kirkland, Costco, Great Value, Walmart, 365, Whole Foods, are made in the same factories as branded products, but they are 20–40% cheaper, and sizes are not reduced as aggressively. Tip number 3, buy in bulk, but wisely. Costco, Sam's Club, BJ's. If you have storage space, it's profitable. But check the unit price. Sometimes bulk packaging is more expensive per unit than a regular one on sale in the supermarket. Tip number 4, use apps to track prices. Apps like Flip shows sales in all nearby stores. Basket compares prices between stores. Ibotta, Fetch, cashback for purchases. Tip number 5, buy frozen instead of fresh frozen vegetables, fruits, meat. Often cheaper, don't spoil. Nutritional value is the same, sometimes even better because frozen right after harvest. Tip number 6, cook from scratch. I know, no time, but look. Ready to eat rice in packets, $2 for 200 grams, Jagar $10 per kilogram. Regular rice, $3 for 2 kilograms, or $1.50 per kilogram. Difference is 6 times. Same with chopped vegetables versus whole, ready-made sauces versus homemade, snack packs versus large packs that you divide yourself. Tip number 7, check best buy dates. Many products with expiring dates are sold at 30–50% off. Best buy is not an expiration date. It is the manufacturer's recommendation. Most products are safe for weeks or months after this date. Tip number 8, buy seasonal. Strawberries in winter, $6 per pound. Strawberries in summer, $2 per pound. Just buy what's in season. It's cheaper and tastier. Tip number 9, stop being brand loyal. This is the hardest psychologically. We get used to brands. I always buy Tide. I love Coca-Cola. But these brands are not loyal to you. They shrink the product and raise prices. Try alternatives. Often, they are the same quality for less money. Tip number 10, vote with your wallet. If enough people stop buying a product, companies will notice. Example, when Toblerone changed the shape in the UK, people boycotted. The company returned the old shape in some stores. Bonus, keep a price list. Sounds boring, but effective. Make a note in your phone, record prices for 10–15 products you buy regularly. Check once a month, you'll see trends. Understand when it's profitable to buy in bulk, when to wait for sales. Let's summarize. What's happening? Shrinkflation is not a temporary phenomenon. It's the new reality. Companies realized they can shrink products and most people won't notice. Or they will notice, but will continue buying. Because there are no alternatives. Why it works? Because the system is built to confuse you. Constantly changing sizes, complicated packaging, no standardization, small print. Who is to blame? Corporations that put profit above honesty. Government that does not regulate these practices. a system where 2 out of 3 companies control entire product categories. What you should do, be attentive, check the unit price, try alternatives, buy wisely. Yes, it takes more time and effort, but it's your money. Companies work day and night to take it. You can spend 5 minutes to protect it. What should change systemically? Laws are needed on standardization of package sizes, larger and clearer indication of unit price, limits on deceptive package design, investigation of price fixing in low competition industries. But as long as politicians get money from these same corporations, nothing will change. Final thought. Shrinkflation is a symptom of a bigger problem. Companies stopped competing on quality and value. They compete on who can deceive the buyer better. And until we demand changes, through voting, boycotts, pressure on politicians, nothing will change. Your chips will keep shrinking. Your chocolate will get thinner. Your money will be worth less and less. But now at least you know what's happening, and that's the first step. If this video opened your eyes, like it, share with friends. Maybe together we can change at least something. In the meantime, check the unit price, and don't let corporations steal your money unnoticed. See you in the next video. Right.